This new record, Reconstruction, is something completely different from anything I've ever done. Unlike my usual instrumental-driven approach, it's a collaboration project of sorts, though rather than co-writing, I'm reinventing other artists' music through these remixes. It's kind of a unique process because I get to take someone else's already completed work and redefine it, to basically tear it down to just vocals, chop those up, change the chords, change the melodies, and rebuild the track from scratch. It's really very different from writing your own music, and yet production-wise it's very similar. So I guess in one sense it's just a natural evolution of where I was headed. I grew up in a musical family. We traveled and sang in churches all over the States. For 3 years full-time, did about 400 events. And after that I went to college, and in college I got a newfound love for dance music. And growing up in Europe, I'd been hearing a lot of that anyway, so I just wanted to make dance music that would impact people. I wanted to worship to electronic music. And it wasn't really a hit with the family, I guess you could say. It was a worldly style of music, so to speak, and music associated with the clubs and everything that goes on in the clubs. But I wanted to change that. I wanted to see this genre of music be used to glorify God. In 2002, I got a hold of some computer-based software, and I downloaded it and just started messing around with it, and it really sounded horrible, but I got a start, and I fell in love with digital recording. In 2004, I had this idea to make worship trance, and it might seem like a contradicting statement in one sense, but the music style itself is very, very emotional, very melodic, very progressive, and it brought me to a place where I could really focus on God and hear Him speak to me. Reconstruction, it's really a brand new thing for me. I've made a lot of instrumental music in the past, and I just love making, whether it's orchestral or electronic, I really just like to make and compose instrumental music. So when I was talking to my label about this sophomore release, we're discussing how could we get more vocals involved in this, and we said, what if we remix music? It's going on a lot in the mainstream world, and we're like, why don't we see if we can just start doing a Christian remix thing? And from there we started exploring what songs can we use, what bands are okay with this, what labels will approve this, and this started down this huge process of getting all the permissions and remixing this album. And in that process I was thinking, what title could I put on this album? And that's when Reconstruction came to me. And the word reconstruction just means to rebuild something, or to fix something that's broke, or take something old and make it new. And I thought, well, that kind of fits with remixing. I'm taking something that already exists and I'm changing it into something brand new and kind of reproducing it in a sense. And as I thought more about the title, I realized that that's kind of how our faith is too. When Jesus came to save us, He basically reconstructed us. He took something old and broken, something that was hurting and in need of saving, and He made it possible for us to be saved. If I can make music like that, that has a message, that has a purpose, that can touch people's lives, then that's what I want to do. That's why I do what I do.